Welcome to another one of these reviews, child. We're here to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 4, The Buck Stops in Birmingham. I don't know why they titled it that. That's such a not buck breaking, child. Not when we doing not on this black show. Anyway, I'm here to talk about it. Hey guys, I have not given y'all content this weekend. Well, I didn't give y'all an episode. So sorry. We had a family gathering, gotta tend to the family first, but you will be getting a new episode on Wednesday, just letting y'all know. But anyway, let's get into this episode, y'all. Now, it starts off with Kenya rehearsing her dance number for this halftime show at this HBCU college in Alabama or something like that, Birmingham. Okay. Not much to talk about here. Manyetta's there. Manyetta, I don't like how Manyetta is now becoming like her side character. Like, I don't know. I like Manyetta last season. She seemed like she had like her own little, like she moved at the beat of her own drum. Like she wasn't like in nobody's shadow, even though she was kind of a friend. But I just don't like her this season because she seems like a Toya. Remember Toya? She was like all up under Kenya's. You know what? Now it's Manyetta. Like it's just not giving authenticity to me. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. Yeah, they talk about getting ready for this situation that she's about to have because it's definitely a situation, child. I don't know what the hell Kenya got them going on. We'll get into it. But yeah, that happens. Her boyfriend called, her little white boyfriend called, talking about whatever. I don't know what they was talking about, but that's the end of that scene. There's really nothing much to talk about on there. Now, before I get into any other topics, though, let me just let y'all know. I'm going to give y'all a taste of the episode. You're going to get the full extent of our review on the live tomorrow, with El Teddy and hopefully Medusa. So, yeah, I'm just going to give y'all a taste. But the scene that I want to talk about was Sonya meeting with her mom and sister. I guess they were listing off things that she has to do. Like, it reminded me of like the candy scene where she was like listing off all the little things that has to be done and stuff. So Sonya basically breaks it to her mom and sister and says that, hey, Ross kind of wants y'all out. Okay. I knew it was only a matter of time. I didn't know it was going to be this early on into the season, but I knew it was a matter of time before Ross is like, okay, there's too many people in my damn house. I can't do what I need to do. And y'all got issues. And it's like always an argument or it's an issue situation. Like, nah, y'all got to go. Like, now, Sonya's mom is kind of okay with it. I mean, I guess they understand and, they're going to be good because at the end of the day, like Sonya's going to make sure her parents is on their way. Sonya's sister didn't like it though. And they actually gave her sister and her mom a confessional to get, I guess, air out her grievances or whatever. And she calls Sonya selfish. And I'm like, what? Like, bruh, like you've been living under somebody's roof rent free, causing havoc because y'all be having y'all little tiffs and in little situations. You living unruly under somebody else's roof. Girl, what did you expect? He wants you out. That man wants you out. That's his house too. He has the right to not want a lot of her family in the house. It's one thing if it's okay, I'm helping you out. You're trying to get back on your feet because I mean we had family members that lived it when I was living in my parents' house and they stayed over when they needed to and then they got out when it was time for them to move on. Like, you thought this was gonna be like a free ride forever, girl? No, get your own place. I know you want your own place. Like, who doesn't want their own place? They'll probably help you get a new apartment and everything. And child, with the resources y'all have Ross and Sonya, y'all probably can get like a nice little cute little thing. It ain't gonna be like theirs, but it's definitely gonna be like a cute little situation. Okay. I didn't like that selfish conversation because it's just like, girl, you're selfish for allowing yourself to stay in somebody else's house. I hate to bring up SpongeBob, child, but that episode where SpongeBob told Squidward, because if I need a job done, I get somebody with a job to do that job. Get the fuck out of my house, like, and get a job. Just saying. Anyway, that was an interesting scene, but we get a scene with Marlo, right? And this is where it really starts to grind my gears with Marlo. Like, Marlo, she hasn't been doing too much this season that really gets under my skin, but she always finds a way to come back. Now, she's getting ready for this Halloween situation or photo shoot, because it doesn't look like they're going nowhere. It look like it's just gonna be like a look like it's just for optics. Okay, just to say I'm with the kids, I'm with the nephews, they're not kicked out. You know, we're gonna dress up in Halloween costumes. Like, okay, anyway. So basically, she talks to Courtney, and she talks about how she wants to get her record expunged because she cannot get a firearm in the state because of her past dealings. And she expects Candy and the girls to help her. I mean, we're really just Candy. Like, you know, Candy's the one always talking about charitable efforts and working with people and trying to help people, but she don't want to help me. I'm like, okay. I mean, she tried to get you a show. I mean, there's so many things that Candy tried to do. I know those are miscellaneous to what you're going through. I mean, you were robbed and, you know, you're trying to get your record expunged, but what do you expect Candy to do? And I'm not even really caping for Candy because I don't really mess with her either. But, like, right is right. Like, girl, what you got against Candy? Now, Courtney says she'll help. Girl, help with what? Help with what, girl? You ain't got nothing. Now, she talks more about the nephew situation, and she really goes into depth. Like, she said that Candy never gave flowers or acknowledged his death. And sometimes, you know, she's doing the same thing that she did last episode, where she's trying to conflate the situation what happened with her nephew to the situation that happened at OLG, or I think a Blaze or something like that, and how Candy is just not being acknowledged and not, you know, saying, oh my goodness, like, I'm so sorry, he didn't show up to the funeral or nothing. I'm like, yo, Candy don't know this. She didn't know this man. I mean, okay, maybe she did know him because he worked at OLG. I mean, she could have sent flowers. But my thing is, this is like, I'm not going to interact with you knowing that we have beef. Like, if I have if I'm friends with somebody, I'm in a friend group, something happens to them, but we fell out. I know I'm awkward. Okay, I don't know. We still beefing. I don't know if you want to hear my condolences or anything like that. I don't think you want to see what I got going on because we had an issue. So I'm not going to say nothing, or I'm not going to say too much. Like, girl, and then she sat there and said, oh my goodness, my family is upset at Candy as well. I'm just like, where is this coming from? And I said it, I'm like, it's giving obsessed. Like, you are either obsessed with Candy or you want to hunch on Candy. Okay, or probably both. Okay. Now, talking about how the conversation of Candy needing better security. Okay, we can talk about that. That's a whole situation. All right, got you. But then you making this whole correlation with your nephew and stuff, and then your family is allegedly mad at. I'm like, y'all all weird, honestly. I mean, y'all need to be mad at the nephew's killer. That's who y'all need to be mad at. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong, child. Anyway, so we get a couple of throwaway scenes. So Sheree sees a doctor. You know, talks about fibroid tumors. Don't know too much about that. Not gonna talk about it. But no, that doctor, yo, the way production really be having us like trying with these cliffhangers. They was like, oh, the doctor was like, are you expecting? Girl, doctor was joking. Not a doctor trolling. But nothing too much on that scene. Sonya gets ready for the photo shoot. So basically her sister doesn't show up. They're doing some kind of thing. And the sister don't show up. Tyrone, which is the sister's husband, don't show up and actually quits being her assistant. I mean, they seem to have not taken the news well. And Sonya gets upset about it. I'm like, well, I mean, that's what happens when you hire family. Okay, you need to, girl, get some real workers. I know you don't want to pay nobody because y'all cheap as hell, child, trying to live above y'all means, trying to show off and whatever because y'all on Housewives. Get you some workers. Okay, get you some good workers too. And just, you know, your sister and her husband will get over it. They're going to find their own place, and they're going to realize that, you know, we needed this. Because sometimes you have a better connection with your family or your loved ones when you're away, when you're apart from someone. So if they want to quit, girl, don't sweat it. That was going to happen because you kicked them out, kind of. You kicking them out. But at the end of the day, they'll get over it. Get your own workers. Anyway, so we get a montage of the girls getting ready for Kenya's event, child. They get on the bus. You know, I'm gonna go through these last little parts real quickly, child. Let me see. We get a part. I don't know if y'all picked it up. But Courtney was there, and you know they were talking about how Courtney and Ralph are like related, they're cousins or whatever. And Kenya asked the question. I'm like, so what type of cousins are y'all? Like, are y'all first cousin, third cousin? You know? She said, you know what? I really don't know. Hold up, I know all my immediate cousins, or all my cousins that I know about that we are cool with, that I know personally. I know that they're first cousins, third cousins, whatever. Like, how you don't know what type of cousin your Ralph is to you? That ain't your damn cousin. And then when they talked about like getting into a relationship, they asked Courtney. She was like, "Oh, you know, it's really complicated. It's complicated. It's complicated because you hunching on Drew husband. I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody say. I believe that shit. Okay." They was coughing all up in that damn car. Then they was talking about eating ass. Child King talking about she did eat ass at one point. I'm like, well, it's a new day. It is 2023. Okay, either she did that to Mark, or she probably did that with this new man, because he does look the type to. He looks like he likes to peg, but I mean Mark does too. I mean they probably. I'm pretty sure can you manhandle that? That's probably why he got an attitude problem. I ain't gonna lie, I would like to see it. I don't care what nobody say. Mark is an asshole, but he look good. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so they get to the dance class or whatever. I don't have too much notes for this part. It's just, you know, they do a dance. They dance in. Kenya and Manetta goes to the other room to prepare for this dance. And I'm like, you over here taking pictures when they caught your ass. Like, Kenya, are you prepared for this dance? It's gonna be a shit show, I'm telling you. But anyway, that happened. They go to the restaurant, and I guess Courtney's baby father calls, and I guess Kenya and Courtney's baby father did a movie together, Twa. I had to look it up with my parents earlier. I was like, girl, what is this? And basically Kenya takes the phone, was like, hey, how are you? We don't get no audio from the phone, like, or hear anything that man said. I'm telling you, that man was like, I'm sorry, I don't know if I sound crazy, but I don't know who this man is. I mean, if he walked by, I wouldn't say a thing. Sorry to that man. Cause girl, he don't know your ass. He probably was a cameo in that damn movie, cause he's not even in the damn movie pictures, because I had to look up that Twice or whatever the hell you pronounce that movie. Child. Anyway, they bring up Drew and Marlo's situation, what Kenya does, and Marlo shuts down. She's like, I'm not having it with you. I know you like to control shit. It ain't happening over here. They get into it for a little bit, and then they just move past it, because, you know, obviously Marlo is not telling what had happened to Kenya and to the girls. They get to the hotel, and the rooms are, just as I thought, trash as always. It never ceases to amaze me how these housewives, the Atlanta girls, y'all can never get it with the damn houses. You sat there, Kenya, your ass said that Sheree won the suite room. Girl, that ain't no damn suite. Anytime you walk into a hotel room and it's just a regular room with two beds, well, it had one bed, a bed and a goddamn bathroom, don't even have a common area or a kitchen, that is not no damn suite. Child, that's like somebody apartment room, honestly. Anyway, so they get together for this charity event that they're going to, and this is like the last scene of the show, right? Manetta gets this outfit on. It's a cute little silver romper. Like, the hell was the problem with that? Kenya makes her change. She's like, no, you got to do something else. You got to wear something else. Manetta goes back upstairs. She actually finds something else to wear. Like, and this is what I'm talking about. I don't know why Manetta is so up under Kenya's like ass like that. I don't know if she's trying to stay on the show and get more screen time or what. Cause like, I know Kenya's pissing you off. Like, I know you don't like Kenya in real life. Let's be very clear. Now, mind you, Kenya talks about how this damn charity event is like an upscale event, and like everybody's in their best dress and they have to look their very best. First thing we seen when we walk up in there, there's some girls in jeans, booty shorts, dudes in do-rags, and goddamn, I could have sworn I seen a do-rag, I'm not sure, but I definitely seen a tank top. Like, Kenya, you know, well, it looked low budget. You got people taking pictures of them, trying to hug. This one dude tried to hug Sheree. Sheree was like, hold up. Like, I don't know you like that. He's like, oh, it's my son, and he wanted to take, Child, y'all got the fans there, child. Oh my goodness. Very low budget. They had plastic cups. It just was not a good look. And the charity people wanted to kick y'all out because y'all was putting too much attention on y'all and not charity. I mean, that's Kenya. Kenya in a nutshell. I mean, I guess something wasn't talked about fully. Like, they probably thought just she was going to be there, but no, she brought the whole crew and production. Like, no, they kicked your ass out. It's about charity, honey. It's not about you. So basically the episode ends with like the girls are just like, yo, we just back in our hotels not doing nothing. So they went back to Kenya room. They started knocking on her door. She ain't pick up. Then Marlo started beating on her door, and that's when Kenya, she went ape shit. Okay, I get it. You know, your child's in there. Your child probably thinking that it's some type of, you know, crazy person trying to come up in there, and come to find out it was Marlo. So I get Kenya's reaction. She said, "I'm about to call the cops on you." I'm like, girl. That's episode 4. We're gonna get a little bit more next episode. I did see the trailer. It is definitely something. It's something. I mean, we getting into something. I'm trying to remember it again. Like, it was Kenya or Marlo shuts the door on Monyetta, which sends her off. So that's gonna be a thing. We'll see how that goes. But I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good episode. I mean, I thought it was okay. I thought it was definitely, I wasn't at the edge of my seat, child, but it was definitely funny. And, you know, it just is what it is, honey. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comments, though. And I'll see y'all with the next video.